I worked as a forest ranger in Washington State for a little over 4 years. During that time, I learned that the woods keep things you don't understand, and you're better off not trying to. This happened in my second year. I was doing a night patrol through a remote section of the reserve, an area nobody really visits because it's far from the main trails and full of uneven terrain. Around 11 p.m., my radio started picking up heavy static. That never happens there. The signal in that region is always clean. At the same time, I noticed something strange on my GPS map. A small structure, a cabin, appeared marked ahead. The problem is, there are no cabins in that sector. At least none that are supposed to be there. I figured the GPS had glitched, but protocol said I should check anyway. As I got closer, the forest grew unnaturally quiet. No wind, no insects, nothing. It was like the entire environment had shut off. After walking another several minutes, I saw it. A wooden cabin, old, leaning to one side, covered in moss, and glowing faintly from a dim yellow light inside. I felt a chill so strong I almost turned back, but there was a chance someone lost had taken shelter. I approached slowly. The closer I got, the more I felt like someone inside was watching me. When I knocked, the door creaked open on its own. Inside, no one. The light came from an old oil lamp sitting on a table covered in handwritten papers. They looked like lists of names, some crossed out, some with dates, some with a note beside them that read, "Still in the woods." As I leaned in to read them, a sudden draft pushed through the doorway like someone had rushed past me. I spun around, nothing. Then I noticed the page on top of the pile, my name, written clearly, with the date of that exact day. And beneath it, a short message that made my whole body go cold. Arrives tonight. I dropped everything and bolted out of the cabin. When I looked back, the light had gone out. I called for backup. But when we returned less than 40 minutes later, the cabin was gone. No structure, no lamp, no papers, no footprints, nothing but forest. I requested a sector transfer that same week, never went back. But sometimes, I swear that same structure briefly pops up on my GPS, even when I'm not on duty. This happened in Colorado on a winter night shift. Snow was heavy, temperatures were low, and no one was supposed to be out in the reserve at that hour. Around 2 a.m., I got a radio call. A visitor had reported seeing a woman standing alone at the North Overlook, a place known for fatal falls. I took the snowmobile and headed out. When I arrived, I immediately saw her, a figure standing right at the edge of the cliff, a woman in a thin white dress, completely wrong for the minus 12 degrees Celsius weather. I shined my flashlight toward her and called out. No response. As I got closer, I noticed she was barefoot, and in the fresh snow. There were footprints leading to her, but none going back. The tracks just stopped at her. My stomach dropped. She slowly turned her head to look at me, but her body didn't move at all, just her head. Her face was completely shadowed, as if the flashlight couldn't touch it. "Ma'am, I need you to come with me," I called out. She tilted her head slightly, almost like she was trying to study my expression. Then she took a step forward, off the cliff. But the sound of her fall never came. No scream, no impact, just wind. I ran to the edge and aimed the flashlight downward. Nothing. No body, no marks in the snow. Nothing. We searched for hours, found nothing. But the strangest part came later that morning when I filed the incident report. An older ranger asked casually, "Was she wearing a white dress?" I said yes. He sighed and nodded. "People see her every winter. We've never found anything." I avoid that overlook now, and every time the temperature drops, I remember the way she tilted her head at me, like she recognized me. This last story happened just last year. I was patrolling a section known for long, deep woods trails frequented by experienced hikers. Around 9 p.m., I noticed strange flashes deeper in the forest, like someone switching a flashlight on and off. I assumed it was campers returning to the trail, but when I got closer, I realized it wasn't a flashlight. It was something reflecting my light. Eyes, but not animal eyes. They were too high, higher than human height even. I pointed my flashlight directly at them. They vanished. I blinked once, switched my light off for a second, then on again, and the eyes were closer. A pure, primal fear hit me. I called out that I was a forest ranger and asked the person to step into the trail. Silence. I backed away slowly. Running in the dark can trigger predators to react, human or not. Then the footsteps started, heavy ones, behind me. I spun with the flashlight. Nothing. Then they came again, from the opposite side, like something huge was circling me at an unnatural speed. I moved steadily toward the service road, never turning off my light. As soon as I reached the clearing, I heard a loud crack, like a massive tree branch snapping under force. And for a fraction of a second, I saw it between the trees. A tall, skinny silhouette. Human-shaped, but wrong. Too long. Too tall to make sense. When my beam flicked for a millisecond over the radio, it vanished. I returned to the station immediately. We swept the area the next morning. No tracks, no broken branch, no evidence anyone or anything had been there. But I remember the sound, and the way it felt like it was trying to lure me deeper into the woods. I requested a temporary leave after that. And even now, whenever I stand alone among tall trees, I get the overwhelming feeling that something is there. Something that isn't supposed to be.